This video describes the acceptable methods for sampling hot mix asphalt on local agency projects. Before you arrive at the job site or the HMA production facility to sample the hot mix, always review the safety policy of the company you represent. You should be prepared with adequate personal protection equipment to protect yourself from burns and other injuries when you are working with HMA. At the asphalt plant, always check in with the main office to review the safety procedures and the sampling protocol before you start the sampling process. On the job site, always arrange your sampling procedures with the crew foreman or the superintendent. The HMA producer is responsible to provide safe access with any necessary safety equipment to the HMA mix for collecting accepted samples. Michigan Test Method 313 describes the standard practice for sampling HMA paving mixture. HMA sampling is equally as important as the testing process, and the sampler shall take every precaution to obtain samples that will yield an acceptable estimate of the nature and conditions of the material presented. The special provision for HMA acceptance on local agency projects requires 2 HMA samples every day. Sample collection should be equally spaced throughout production to adequately represent the HMA mixture. For example, during a full day of paving, one sample should be collected mid-morning and another sample collected mid-afternoon. Sampling HMA from the inside of a hauling unit. Always review and understand the safety policy at the production facility before you enter the inside of the hauling unit to sample HMA. Always use a square nose shovel and a 3.5-gallon metal pail to collect your sample. Obtain at least 3 approximately equal sample increments from at least 3 different locations inside the hauling unit. Obtain an increment of the sample by digging into the pile approximately 1 foot, forming a vertical face to remove the segregated material. The shovel is then brought up the entire vertical face to obtain the sample. This material will be placed in a bucket with all other increments sampled from that hauling unit to form one composite sample. Remember to use a putty knife to scrape the fine material from the inside of the shovel into the sample bucket.